Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. B. Meena, Associate Professor, Head Department of Commerce and Vice Principal, Shift 1 from Petition College of Arts and Science, Adayar, Chennai. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to prepare process accounts when the output is going to transfer to some extent to the warehouse and some extent of output is going to transfer to the next process. That is the call it as partial sale of output from each process. Let me check one problem. Click the I button to have more understanding about the concepts in process costing by watching my previous videos. So all our request is to have a more understanding to click the I button. Let me check one problem, how to prepare process accounts and a partial sale of output from each process model. Bharat Chemicals Limited manufacture and sell their chemicals produced by consecutive process. The products of these processes are dealt with as under. We have three processes, process 1, process 2, process 3. And we have the information what percentage only transfer to the next process as a input. Say for example, the first one transfer to next process. For the process 1, whatever output you are getting in process 1, that will transfer to the process 2 in what percentage? 66, 2 by 3 percentage. Okay. In case whatever output we are getting in process 2, that will transfer to the next process to the extent of 60 percentage only. So this is the real meaning of this information. Again, I am repeating. Transfer to next process. They gave percentage for process 1, process 2. What is the meaning behind this? Whatever output you are getting in process 1, that output will transfer to the next process to the extent of 66 2 by 3 percentage only. Okay. And whatever output you are getting in process 2, you will transfer to the next process to the extent of 60 percentage only. So this is the meaning for the first information. And process 3, since it's the last process, whatever output we are getting, that is for warehouse for sale. Okay. And next is transfer to warehouse for sale. Whatever output I am getting in process 1, that will transfer to warehouse for sale to the extent of 33 1 by 3 percentage. And in process 2, whatever output I am getting, out of that only 40 percentage will transfer to warehouse for sale. But in process 3, whatever output I'm getting, since it's a last process, I'm entirely transferring the finished stock to the warehouse for sale. So this is the meaning behind this. When you have this kind of information, how to proceed with preparation of the process account and what are the other information, look into that. We have the expenses in raw materials. Raw materials is given that is in tons per 1400 tons and rate per ton is given 10. So the value will be 14,000. Like that, process 2 we have, process 3 we have, okay. And wages and other expenses were given. So these two expenses are going to be debited in each process. And look at the additional information. In each process, 4% of the weight put in is last. So whatever input that we are going to give as per this problem, in that input 4%. Say for example, what is the input I'm giving for the process 1? 1400, right? In this 1400, 4% is the weight loss. So out of 1400 input, I'm going to calculate what is the loss in weight, that is 4%. Since no scrap value is given for this wastage, I will mention only the quantity, not the value. Next information, continue in that. 6%, one more wastage. 6% is scrap which from process 1. So another wastage 6%, but it has a recovery value. That's why they mention scrap. So 6% is a scrap. So out of 1400, I have to calculate 6%. What is the wastage which has a scrap value? The scrap value is given this problem. So process 1 means a scrap value 3 per ton. Process 2 means 5 per ton. Okay. So this is the information available with us. We have to prepare the process accounts. This is the process accounts preparation under the model partial sale of output from each process. Partial sale of output from each process. When you have this kind of information in your problem, how you will prepare the process account. Let me check the solution. I prepared that is uh, process one account, and I have a columns like that: particulars, tons, rate, amount. Same columns for credit side. So I have debit side and credit side, and you know very well only the expenses will be debited in the respective process account. So the very first expenses is two raw materials. Already I gave the explanation. Raw materials how many tons? 1400. What is the rate per ton? 10. The same time I debited here 1400 10 rupees. So what is the value? 14,000. And one more expense is given in this problem: wages and other expenses, 5,152. Straight away I can show in the amount column under the particulars two wages and other expenses. Now I will move on to the credit side. First I need to calculate what is the loss in weight as per the information given in the problem. So by loss in weight, I said very clearly in the beginning of the explanation for this particular question, what is the input? What is the input? And that only we need to calculate the normal loss or wastage. So out of 1400, 4% is the loss in weight. 4% is given the problem. Look at the paragraph. Each process, what is the loss in weight? Each process, all process 1, process 2, process 3, each process we are going to lose 4% weight. Okay. But it doesn't have the recovery value. I mean the scrap value. So by loss in weight, I'm calculating for the process one first. So what is the input I'm giving? 1400. In that input, 4% is the wastage means. So if you are doing the calculations, you will get 56 tons. If for this loss, we don't have the recovery value. I mean the scrap value. So I put IFA mark in the red column as well as amount column. Just I calculated what is the wastage out of 1400 tons. What is the wastage? 56 tons. Okay. Then I'll move on to calculate what is the scrap value. So as per this problem, each process 6% is a scrap. Okay. And process one realize 3 per ton. So whatever scrap I'm getting for the process one, each ton is going to be sold at the rate of 3 per ton. So look at the calculation. By sale of scrap out of 1400, 6% means I'll get 84 tons. So 84 tons, I got it as a scrap. Each ton is going to be sold at the rate of 3 rupees. So 252 rupees is the value of the scrap as per this process. Okay. Then I have to calculate two things. One is what amount I'm going to transfer to the warehouse and what amount is transferred to the next process. So that is a specialty of this kind of problems. How much is going to be transferred to warehouse? How much is going to transfer to the next process? First, I will calculate how much is going to transfer to warehouse as per the information given the problem. So I mentioned over here by transfer to warehouse. Okay. So out of 1400, look at the pointer, out of 1400, 56 is the loss in weight, 84 is the scrap. So I have to deduct both the scrap and loss in weight out of 1400 tons as the input means what is the output I'm getting totally 1260. I repeat, 56 tons is loss in weight, 84 tons as a scrap means what is the output I'm getting? 1260 is the output I'm getting from this process. Out of 1260, only 1 by 3 will transfer to warehouse. 1 by 3, how I got it 1 by 3? Look at that. Transfer to warehouse for sale. Look at the percentage given under process one. 33, 1 by 3 percentage. I will take it as 1 by 3 also. 1 by 3 or 33, 1 by 3%, both are same only. Okay. 66, 2 by 3 means 2 by 3 I'll take. Instead of 66.6666, you will get, I'll take this 2 by 3. Okay. So transfer to warehouse 1260 is the output from this process. Again, I'm repeating 1400 minus 56 and 84 means your calculation will come around 1260. Out of 1260, only one third is going to transfer to warehouse. So you will get 420. Okay, first you will fill up this particular tons column. Okay, then by process to account. So out of 1260, 420 I am going to transfer to warehouse. Again, I'm repeating, out of 1260, I am going to transfer to warehouse to extent of 420 tons. Means how much only I transfer to the process to 840. I mean 1260 into 2 by 3, 840 tons. I think you are able to understand. So how I got the tons column for transfer to warehouse and transfer to the next process as a input. So, so far I calculated the tons. Then how can I calculate the rate per ton and the amount? Now look into that. So get the total of the amounter column. Get the total of the amounter column, and then I will get the total as 19,152. 19,152. So far I credited. So far I credited how much? 252. So far I credited 252. So 252, if you deduct, means you will get one amount, right? So you will get one amount, and then you will get that amount deducted by the divided by 1260. So how to work out that calculation I will show now. Now look at this calculation. 19,152 minus 252, the whole divided by how much? 1,260. Okay, then you will get what is the rate per ton. What is the rate per ton? Okay, I think all of them understood how I got the rate per ton for both the values. 19,150 is the total of the debit side, right? And then next is 19,152 minus 252. Then I'll get one answer divided by what is my output in this process, 1,260. If you did this calculation, you'll get the rate per ton as 15. So I will apply this rate per ton 15 in the what is that for both warehouse transfer to warehouse as well as process to next one. So 420 into 15, 6,300, and 840 into 15, 12,600. So this is the way how can I end the process one account after calculating the rate per ton for both output transfer to warehouse and output transfer to the next process. I think all of them understood the process one. Next, I will move on to the process 2 account. First of all, I need to transfer this amount from the previous process, 840, 15, and 12,600. This is the output and the value of the output from the process 1 that I transferred over here. Okay, then I'll check the problem. What are the raw materials for process 2 specifically given, and what is the wages given specifically for process 2. So 160 into 16, that's what I showed here, 2,560. And wages and other expenses given for process 2 is how much? 3,140. Okay, then I'll move on to the credit side to calculate the loss in weight. So loss in weight, I always insisted to calculate the percentage of, the loss in weight only in the input. What is the input as per the process 1? It is not only 840. We gave input along with 840, 160 also. So totally the input I gave in the process 2 is how much? 1,000 tons. So that's why I mentioned the bracket 1,000 into percentage of loss in weight is 4% for all process. So 40 tons, put hyphen mark in the rate and amount column since no scrap value is given. By sale of scrap out of 1,000, 6%. So 60 I'm getting. The scrap value is given for the process 2 is 5 per ton. Okay, so 5 per ton I mentioned over here. Okay. So 5. So 60 into 5, 300. So I finished both the loss in weight and sale of scrap. Now my job is to calculate the output. What is the output for this process? So how to calculate? 1000 is the input. Look at the calculation, the pointer. 1000 is the input. Out of that, 40 plus 60 is the wastage. So totally the wastage is 100. So what is the output? 900 is my output. Out of 900, transfer to warehouse, how much is given? 40%. And next process is 60% for process 2. So 1000 into, sorry, 900 into 40%, I'll get 360 tons. Okay. And by process 3 account transfer, the last process transfer is out of 900, 60%. So I'll get 540. So as per the percentage insist in the problem, how much only transfer to warehouse, how much only transfer to next process, you have to follow that. Okay. So as per the instruction, we need to follow the instructions. So out of 900, that is 40% only transfer to next process. And then out of 900, 60%. Okay. So how to calculate that? The tons as well as that, what is that, uh, rate. We need to close the debit side, 18,300. Out of 18,300, so far I credited. So far I credited is how much? 300. So 18,300 minus 300 divided by 900. So can you able to follow my explanation? 18,300, 1 second, 18,300 minus 300 I credited, right? So divided by, what is my output as per this process? My output is 900, right? So if I did this calculation, I came to know what is the rate applicable for both warehouse, transfer to warehouse, as well as what is the transfer to the next process. So 18,300 minus 300 divided by 900 means, so 18,000 divided by 900, you will get 20 is the rate per ton. That rate per ton I will apply in the warehouse for sale as well as transfer to next process. I will calculate the values. So 360 into 20, 7,200. 540 into 20, 10,800. Okay, I think all of them understood how to calculate this rate per ton for both warehouse for sale as well as transfer to the next process. Okay, then I'll move on to the last process, process 3. As usual, I need to transfer this whatever output I got it in the previous process, that is transfer to the next process, is for the process 3. And I debited the raw materials. Raw materials given in this problem is how much? 1,260 into 7. And wage is this 2,898. So 898 I showed here. Raw materials 1,260 into 7, 8,820. Okay. So I showed over here. Then I close the debit side with the tons as well as amount column. Then I'll move on to the credit side by loss in weight. Already told you only on the input I have to calculate. The input totally comes 1,260 plus 540. 1,260 plus 540. It comes 1,800. So 1,800 into 4%, I'll get the wastage as 72 tons. Then I put hyphen mark in the rate column as well as in the amount column. What is that? It doesn't have the recovery value. Then how to calculate the sale of scrap? 1,800 into 6%, I'll get 108. The rate per ton is given, the problem is 6. Okay, so 648. Then this is the last process. As per the instruction of the problem, transfer to warehouse for sale is 100%. So whatever output I'm getting, that will transfer to warehouse for sale. So how to end the problem? 1,800 is the input. Okay, minus what is my wastage totally? 108 plus 72. So my wastage totally is 180. How I got 180? 108 plus 72. So out of 1,800 input, 180 is my wastage means what is the output, final output 1620. Then how I got this value? 22,518 is the total debit, minus 648 I credited. Then what is the balance in fares? 21,870. So 21,870 is the value of the output, and then output is 1620. So this is the way how can I prepare the process account when I have a partial sale of output from each process like this. You may have the percentage for transferring warehouse for sale, percentage for transferring to the next process, or like that they can give one third of output, two third of output, like that you can get. So you simply calculate what is the output of each process. In that output, you please apply the percentage or the proportion. What is to be transferred to warehouse? What is to be only transferred to the next process? Okay. So this is a model problem, how to prepare a process account when we have a topic partial sale of output from each process. Okay, so I think you will understand to work out a process accounts under this model, partial sale of output from each process. Thanks for watching my video. Subscribe my channel, click the bell button. See you soon. In the next video, I'll teach you how to prepare the process accounts with the normal loss account, abnormal loss account, and abnormal gain account.